Good evening, guys. This is our final project of in Building Tech 121. Of course, our professor, architect Medi Pineda, and today I'm going to show you the different these different tools that is used for construction. Uh, so here you can see this is a wood saw. Uh, this is used by carpenters to cut the wood. And this is a metal saw. It is used for metal pipes, because if you use this, it would be very hard if you cut the metal pipes with it, because these these blades would be ruined if you tried it with the metal pipe. So another saw is the keyhole saw, wherein it is used in it is used in small holes. That is why it is called keyhole saw. For example, you have a PVC pipe, and you want to cut it in half, but instead of using this, we have the keyhole saw. So, for example, this is the PVC pipe. This is the opening of the PVC pipe. If you use this one or this one, it will be very hard if you want to cut it only here. So we have this. So we have this keyhole saw. Just insert it in. And let's move on to the next tools. This is the ballpoint hammer. As you can see, it has we have the grip, and this is called the ballpoint hammer because it is round, for its round texture. And similar with and another tool for the hammer is the claw hammer. This is used, as you can see, we have this claw-like figure. This is for the, where's the nails? For example, this is the nail, and we want to get it out from the wood or from the wood. We're just going to insert this and to pull it out. And so this is the claw hammer. And we have this pliers. This is the standard plier. We use this to for example, to cut the wires. We have this blade right here, and we want to cut it out. And if we want to twist the barbed wires or the other wires that is hard to twist, and it's multifunctional. So it is sometimes called the multi-plier. So another plier is the long nose plier. It is used, as you can see, it has also the cutter right there for the wire. If you want to get the insulator off and to show the conductor. And this is the cutter, but it has also the long nose plier has another feature that is sometimes used to pick up small pieces that it is hard for us to pick up. Like that. And another type of plier is the cutter. This is the most common tool which is used for cutting things such as wires, barbed wires, and etc. And we have this screwdrivers. So basically, there are only two screwdrivers that is common in architectural tools. Number one is the Phillips screwdriver. As you can see, at the top view or the front view, we can see there's an X texture like that. See, and it's usually and it is partnered with this screw. It has an X slot, so we just insert it like that, and we can use it. We can easily penetrate the wood like that. So another one is the screwdriver. As you can see, it has a big difference with the first screwdriver versus the X. It has the X, and this has the letter I. It is only plain screwdriver. So it is partnered with. Oops, we don't have the. It is partnered with something like this, but this is not the one who is partnered with this. We don't have the screw for this one, but we can use this for the Phillips screw, like that. And we have the meter. It is used for measuring. It is a measuring device. As you can see, we have a variant length, and this type of measuring tool. It has a version of a 5 meter long retractable meter device. At the top, you can see the inches, and at the bottom you can see the centimeters. And in every and this is a different units. We have the meter. That's why it's called meters. And yeah. Another tool is the level. Right? It is the level. As you can see, it has 3 different tubes with water in it. So what are the purposes of these these tubes? As you can see, the level is used for measuring ground level. You just need to make sure that the bubble is at the center of the tube in different situations. So that is the use of the level. So the next tool is the heavy duty adjustable wrench. It is commonly used by plumbers for fixing pipes under your kitchen sink. As you can see, we just turn this thing, and it will slowly like that. And we have the adjustable wrench, but this is not the heavy duty like this one. It has the same mechanism. We just twist the twisting thing right here. So yeah. And we have this one is called the rivet, RIBET, if I'm not mistaken. It is used to, if we have a wood and we want to penetrate the screw, or the aluminum for wood, we just place it in here, and if there's a wood, we just for example, this is a wood, and this is the thing that is inserted in here. I don't know what it's called, so we just place it right here, and we just need to put the pressure on top of it. And when we snap right here, when we snap, it will automatically pop down. I don't have the exact tool, but it is the way that it's used. So another tool is the vice grip. It is the same mechanism as the adjustable wrench, but we have it has a strong, amazing grip because of its mechanism right here. We can lock. For example, this is the I don't have the right tool for it. For example, this is it. So we have to get it out from here, but I don't have the enough force for me to get it out. So what I'll do is I'll set it to the right amount of spine right here, so for it to be able to get into this. For example, this is a nut. This is a nut. I need to just enough to make it lock like here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It is secured. So all we need to do is to twist it to get it out. So this is used for the vice grip. To get it out, we just need to press this one and then pull it out. Okay. That's how it's used. And as you can see here, we have this is not the complete set of open wrench. From here we have the 22 millimeters and 20, 19 and 18, 17 and 16, 15 and 14, 13 and 12. There's also 13 and 12, 11 and 10, 9 and 8, 7 and 6. I don't think this is a complete set, but this is an open wrench. As you can see here, that's why it's called open, because it has no obstruction here. So, and this is a closed wrench because it has an enclosure right here. Unlike this one, it has no boundaries. So this is what you call the open and closed wrench. It is used to tighten and loosen the nuts. And this is what you call the door hinge. But it is used for this one, this is used for cabinets. It is accompanied by, when you buy this at the handyman or at any type of hardware, so it is accompanied by a screw to lock this, to secure this with the door of the cabinet. Another type of architectural tool is the Allen key, ALLENK. It is like the type of it has the same mechanism of the screwdriver, but it has the different look, right? Here we have the Allen screw, if I'm not mistaken. You just have to. It is used to tighten and loosen the screw. And we have this drill bit that is usually accompanied by a drill. This is a drill bit, and unfortunately we don't have what's this? This is a concrete. Oh well, this is a concrete drill bit, and what else? And the last one that I will show to you is the finishing nail. For this one, this is a one. No. There's a finishing nail. Sorry, there's a finishing nail accompanied by a hammer. If you want to penetrate any kind of wood or yeah. So thanks guys for watching, and hopefully we have learned so much about these different architectural building materials, and God bless.